This is Peppa Pig. Peppa is kind. Kindness means you are nice to others. There are lots of ways to be kind. Peppa shows George just how kind she is. She lets him pick which show to watch on TV. George is kind to Peppa too. Twang, bam, beam. They make music together. Peppa is kind to Daddy Pig. She laughs at his silly jokes. That makes Daddy Pig feel great. Peppa is kind to Mommy Pig. They fly a kite together. Peppa is kind to Granny and Grandpa Pig. She waters flowers with them. Peppa is kind to her friends. She invites Suzy to a tea party. Suzy is kind too. Thank you, Peppa, she says. Saying thank you is kind. Peppa and her friends visit Pedro at the hospital. Visiting a friend when they're not feeling well is one of the kindest things you can do. What else is kind? Sharing a swing with a friend. Peppa and Rebecca swing together at the park. Papa helps wash the family car. Mummy and Daddy Pig think that's very kind. Peppa is kind to her neighbors. Peppa and Zoe give them juice on a hot summer day. Peppa is kind to animals. Peppa and George give duck feed to the ducks in the pond. Peppa makes hot chocolate on a cold day. She shares it with Suzy and George and even adds marshmallows on top. And being kind means doing things together, like playing games. There are lots of ways to be kind. Peppa is kind to herself too. She tries out new hobbies like roller skating, and she learns how to jump rope. Peppa makes sure she gets proper exercise to be healthy, and she gets plenty of rest. Peppa loves kindness. Everyone loves being kind. Peppa Pig, the dentist trip. Every morning, Peppa and George brush their teeth. Brush, brush, brush. George, are your teeth as clean as mine? Peppa asks, showing off her shiny white teeth. You both have very lovely clean teeth. I'm sure the dentist will be happy, calls out Daddy Pig. Later that day, Peppa and George are at the dentist's office waiting for their checkups. It is George's first visit. Peppa, George, the dentist will see you now, says Miss Rabbit, the nurse. Hooray! They both cheer. Peppa and George meet Dr. Elephant, the dentist. Who's first? He asks. I'm first, replies Peppa. I'm a big girl. Watch me, George. Open wide, please, Dr. Elephant says. Ah, Peppa opens her mouth as wide as she possibly can. Let's take a look, says Dr. Elephant, checking Peppa's teeth with a mirror. There, all done. What beautiful clean teeth, says Dr. Elephant. Now you can rinse your mouth. Grrr, poof. The pink liquid tastes like bubble gum. Peppa spits it out into the sink. It's George's turn next. George does not want it to be his turn. Dr. Elephant can tell he's nervous, so he lets George hold his Mr. Dinosaur. All done. You have very strong, clean teeth, George. Dr. Elephant smiles. But wait, what is this? Cries Dr. Elephant. George has clean teeth, but this young dinosaur's teeth are very dirty. The water jet, please, Miss Rabbit, orders the dentist. He uses the water to clean Mr. Dinosaur's teeth. Pink, cries George, picking up the glass. That's right, George, says Dr. Elephant. Mr. Dinosaur needs to rinse with the bubblegum-flavored drink. Wow, what shiny teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur, cries Miss Rabbit. Dinosaur, grrr, says George. George loves Mr. Dinosaur, especially now that he has nice, clean teeth. Peppa Pig, Peppa plays soccer. It is a sunny day. Peppa and Suzy Sheep are playing tennis while George watches. To you, Suzy, cheers Peppa, hitting the ball. Now it's Suzy's turn. To you, Peppa, she shouts, hitting the ball straight over Peppa's head. Oh dear. Wah! George feels left out. Sorry, George, says Peppa. You can't play tennis. We only have 2 rackets. George can be the ball boy, cheers Suzy. Being a ball boy is a very important job, George, says Peppa. Peppa and Suzy are having lots of fun, but they keep missing the ball. Ball boy, they shout together. Huff, puff. George is not having fun. He keeps running to get the ball, and he's very tired. Then, more of Peppa's friends arrive. Hello, everyone, says Peppa. We're playing tennis. Can we play too? asks Danny Dog. There aren't enough rackets for everyone, replies Suzy Sheep. Let's play soccer then, says Danny Dog. Soccer! Hooray! Everyone cheers. We can play girls against boys, says Peppa. Each team needs a goalkeeper, says Danny Dog. Me, shouts Pedro Pony. Me, cries Rebecca Rabbit. Pedro Pony and Rebecca Rabbit decide to be the goalkeepers. The boys' team will start, says Danny Dog. Richard Rabbit gets the ball and runs very fast, right by Peppa Pig, Suzy Sheep, and Candy Cat, and straight up to the goal! Shouts Danny and Pedro together as Richard Rabbit kicks the ball straight past Rebecca Rabbit and into the net. The boy's a winner, cheers Danny Dog. That's not fair. We weren't ready, moans Peppa. Rebecca Rabbit picks up the ball and runs. Hey, shouts Danny Dog. That's cheating. You can't hold the ball. Yes, I can, says Rebecca. I'm the goalkeeper. Rebecca throws the ball into the goal, straight past Pedro Pony. Goal! She cheers. That goal is not allowed, says Pedro. Yes, it is, says Peppa. No, it isn't, barks Danny. Daddy Pig comes outside to see what all the fuss is about. What a lot of noise, he snorts. I'll be the referee. The next team to get a goal wins. Richard Rabbit and George run off with the soccer ball while everyone is still talking. Where's the ball? asks Peppa, looking around. But it's too late. Richard Rabbit kicks the ball straight into the goal past Pedro Pony. Hooray! The boys win! Cries Danny. Soccer is a silly game, says Peppa, disappointed. Just a moment, says Daddy Pig. The boys scored in their own goal. That means the girls win. Really? The girls gasp. Hooray! Soccer is a great game, cheers Peppa Pig. The girls agree. The end.
Peppa gives thanks. It's a lovely sunny morning. Peppa and Suzy are having a tea party in the garden. I brought my teddy to join us, says Peppa. Did you bring your owl, Suzy? No, says Suzy. I brought my new Mr. Super Snuggles. He's the best bear in the world. What does he do? Peppa asks. He can sing, says Suzy, and says, I love you. And his eyes light up. Wow, says Peppa. My teddy can't do any of those things. When Peppa gets home, she finds Mummy and Daddy Pig. I would like a Mr. Super Snuggles, please, she says. But you have a teddy bear, Peppa, says Mummy Pig. My teddy is boring, Peppa snorts. He can't sing or talk, and his eyes don't light up. Oh, Daddy Pig laughs. Come, Peppa, let me show you something. Daddy Pig shows Peppa a photo album. There are lots of pictures inside. This is when we went camping, says Peppa, and to the beach, and on a hot air balloon ride. And who is in all the pictures with you? Asks Daddy Pig. My teddy, cries Peppa. Right, says Daddy Pig. You've had Teddy ever since you were a little piggy. That makes him very special. We have to be thankful for the things we have, says Mummy Pig. What's thankful? Asks Peppa. It means we're happy for the wonderful things in our lives, says Mummy Pig. What are you thankful for, Peppa? Peppa thinks, my toys! She runs upstairs. Her room is filled with lots of lovely toys. What else? Asks Mummy Pig. Our house, cries Peppa. I love our house and our car and our garden. Ho, 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 laughs Daddy Pig. Anything else? Peppa thinks. I know something I'm thankful for, says Mummy Pig. What? Asks Peppa. You and George and Daddy Pig, of course, says Mummy Pig. Peppa giggles. I'm thankful for that too. I'm thankful for Suzy Sheep and all my friends, says Peppa, and Granny and Grandpa Pig. Let's call Granny and Grandpa Pig right now, says Mummy. We can invite them to a special dinner. Later that day, Granny and Grandpa Pig arrive. Mummy and Daddy Pig make a delicious dinner for everyone. Peppa and George help set the table. This looks wonderful, says Granny Pig. Thank you for inviting us over. Peppa, would you like to tell Granny and Grandpa what you learned today? Says Daddy Pig. Yes, says Peppa. I learned that I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my toys and our house and my friends. How lovely, says Granny Pig. But most of all, I'm thankful for my family, says Peppa, and my teddy. Peppa loves being thankful. Everyone loves being thankful, especially when there's so much to be thankful for. The end. That was Peppa Gives Thanks.